and a hardcore handball. It's never too late. It's never too late. And a hardcore handball.
The ball was within my reach. I was a trained defender. I knew I could stop her. But as the girl from the opponent team plunged towards our basket, time slowed down, like in the Hollywood movies. I was in trance. A fear gripped me and I froze in my tracks. Ladies and gentlemen, a realization hit me that my opponent was a 3 times champion while I was playing in the tournament for the first time. Sometimes your inferiority complex underestimates your potential, makes your opponent larger than life, and your problems unsurmountable. Few months later, I forgot everything and concentrated on my strengths. I am good at public speaking. I have won awards and I have stage anchored for my school programs. To improve myself further, I joined the Gable Club. Now that is another story. The day arrived when I had to give my icebreaker speech, the first project speech. I did not prepare my script until the last day. No problem, one day is enough. I can do it. Finally, I was on the stage. Fellow Gavaliers and friends, good afternoon. I am an Ahad and I was born in this country itself 14 years ago My mind went blank. Again, things went into slow motion. First time, I did not know what to say next. I forgot everything. Needless to say, it was a massive disaster. This time my overconfidence, my ego, and my carelessness had pulled me down. Maybe extracurricular activities were not my cup of tea. I should stick to studies only. I am good at studies, but mathematics has always been my Achilles heel. The only way out was to revise and do extra questions. I'll do it in the summer holidays. The plan was good, but not the intention. Time slipped like sand through my fingers, and when the math test paper finally came in front of my eyes, it was a nightmare. A nightmare on Elm Street. I did not know how to solve 70% of the paper. I cried for the first time in my class. My inner self knew that my procrastination, my indifference, and my carelessness had failed me. My parents asked me, "Are you good for nothing?" Then my teachers asked me, "Are you good for nothing?" Then even I asked myself, am I good for nothing? It's never too late, came the answer. Friends, The following months, I learned to balance my mind, being neither underconfident nor overconfident, and to respect time. I joined basketball training center and attended basketball camps. I participated in Model United Nations, first at school level, then represented the school as delegate of Iran amongst 300 delegates defending laws against gun violence and modern slavery. I cleared the Asset Talent Search exam with 99% and got selected for Dubai's Most Gifted program. There, I did a course called Leaders of Their Own Learning. Today, I am part of the school basketball team. Today, I am able to speak in front of you all in Supercade UAE 2021. And in my last math exam, I scored 100% for the very first time. Failure is an announcement that success is approaching. Get ready to welcome that success in your next attempt. Do not shut yourself and quit. Ladies and gentlemen, life will always throw challenges. To come out as winner or loser, the ball is always in your court, even if that ball is a basketball. So go for it. It is never too late. Over to you.
Great. So let's welcome Jahan Ibrahim. I'm a girl. What is your superpower? I'm a girl. What is your superpower? Jahan Ibrahim.
Whenever I feel like giving up, I remind myself, I am not Captain Dr. Aisha Ibrahim's granddaughter for nothing. You might be thinking, what's so special about her grandma? Well, she was a serving captain on the aircraft carrier INS Sanjeevani and fought valiantly in the 1965 war. Not only that, but she also spent much of her time in treating the poor and underprivileged as a reputed doctor. So I think it's right to say that she has enough and more leadership skills to fight courageously in a war and to be soft and tender in treating the poor. My mom is a leader in our home whom I admire the most. I've learned that she had lost her dad when she was quite young. Despite this, her courage took her to pursue a doctoral degree in educational management, and she also secured a gold medal from the Mahatma Gandhi University. My mom is the foundation on which my family is built. Her penchant for structure, perfection, and beauty keeps us stable and grounded. Now that you know where I've come from, let me tell you where I go every day. I remember my school had applied for an award and had failed to qualify. All of us were so disappointed. But our principal addressed us and told us to never quit. She promised us that we will win the award the very next year, which we did. My school has been winning every single accolade in the region in academics, co-curricular activities, and excellence, year after year. So do I have enough reasons to believe that women make great leaders? Yes. But do you know a percentage of the top 500 Fortune company CEOs are women? Friends, let me tell you the bitter truth. The number is 5%. Am I missing a zero anywhere? Sadly, no. It was at a record high of 6% in 2017 and fell even lower subsequently. These are highly successful organizations which provide equal employment opportunities, which means we do not discriminate based on gender. While reeling from this shock, I did a test of my own. I did an image search on Google with the word leader. And the first image of a woman came only in the 17th row. Come on! Are women that bad at leadership skills? Not at all. Then why is it only 5%? And why is it only the 17th row? Girls and women out there, will you join me on my mission to change these statistics? Thank you. Boys and men, will you extend your sincere support for us? Thank you. To rise to the top, we must demonstrate our strengths. We shouldn't lose any opportunity to take up leadership roles, to speak up, to debate, to be assertive, to say no when it's required, to hold people accountable when we have to compete, to fight, and not to yield. 103 million cases, 2 million deaths. You know what I'm referring to, right? One of the greatest challenges humanity has ever had to battle. A challenge that is bringing even the mightiest of nations down to their knees. But do you know what the countries with the best coronavirus responses have in common? Let me make it easy for you. New Zealand, Germany, Taiwan. I'm sure you got it by now. They're led by women. Remember the feeling that you all got when you saw all the women superheroes coming together on the screen in Avengers Endgame? The feeling that you relished when the embattled women's hockey team shows the men's team what they're made of in Chutney, India. Goosebumps, right? Let us strive to give that feeling to the next generation every single day. Moreover, if someone tries to dissuade us by saying, "But girls, leadership is tough," let us look at them in their eyes, smile and say, "Thanks, but so are we." I'm glad that all of us, all of the contestants, were girls, and we could prove just that. Thank you.
So welcome back to Super Kids UAE 2021. Let's start the second session. So let's move to the next contestant. Her name is Hiba Muhammad Shafi. Just wing it. Just wing it. Hiba Muhammad Shafi.
Just one more second, Miss Miriam, with the last question. Just one more second. Time's up. Go to your next class. These kids, they don't study, and on top of that, they want more time? They're lucky I let them even sit in my class. So what happened was, I walk into school with my little bag. "Hey, Mr. Joe, how's it going, Miss Susie?" I sit down at my desk, ready to quench my curiosity. And bam! Miss Mira surprises us with a surprise test. Miss Mira, you didn't tell us we had a test. That's the point of a surprise test, Hiba. But Miss Mira, but just wing it. Just wing it? That's what they tell you after 14 years of schooling and hours of memorizing random textbooks and giving up vacations for bridge classes. That's what they tell you. Just wing it. Good morning to our esteemed judges, my fellow participants, and of course, the audience. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being here. Here we are, standing at the precipice of adulthood, looking fervently at the horizon. Times are as uncertain as ever, and CBSE is not going to cancel the board exam, so there's a lot to cry about. We assumed that adulthood was synonymous with competency and doing everything right. But now that I'm 9 months away from adulthood, I see that it's none of it. Take newspapers, or even our parents, for example. We need them to appear ultra competent because that's our safety blanket. The belief that somewhere in the highest stratas of society, there are some near faultless adults in charge. In reality, what they're doing is energetically projecting an image of calm proficiency, while inside, they're improvising in mad panic. One of the most underappreciated truths about human nature is that we're all just winging it. Edward Jenner, the discoverer of vaccination, he infected his gardener's 8-year-old son with smallpox. And as reckless as it may seem, it saved 200 million lives in his time and went on to save 300 million more. Now that's not recklessness. That right there is a calculated risk. We all do it. We're either pushed into situations we're unprepared for, or we lunge into them with a handful of confidence. It's like doing your homework on the way to school. We've all done this. Or taking your IELTS 2 days after you register for it. Who does that? Okay, me, I did it, but this is one of those wing it moments that I'm the most proud of because it got me into the prestigious Harvard summer program. Let me start with how I found out about the program 1 week before the application deadline. And as luck would have it, one of the many requirements were good IELTS scores. The International English Language Test, or as students around the world call it, the IELTS, is nothing short of a 3-hour drudgery. So naturally, I was horrified that I had to take it in the next 2 days. This is an exam that takes weeks to prepare for, and I had to take it in the next 2 days. The Harvard summer program sets high academic and language standards for its students. And that meant I had to get great scores to get in. So I was like, I'm not even going to try. With 2 days of practice, I'm not even going to get a 5. I may not even get a 3. I'm not going to try. So, you may ask, Hiba, how'd you get in anyway? And the answer may come as a surprise to most of you, but I winged it. I walked into that exam center on Friday, trusting myself and the 14 years of English lessons Miss Mira gave me. Thank you, Miss Mira. And I poured my inner Anglophile out onto the screen and to that very nice British lady who took my speaking test. I got my results 5 days later. An 8 out of 9. I got an 8 out of 9 when the minimum requirement was a 7 out of 9. I was ecstatic. Not too shabby for your 2 days of practice, huh? And I wish I could tell you how I did it, because the thing about winging it is that you just wing it. And it's going onto the stage unprepared, but rocking it anyway because of that unbridled sense of self-trust. And I know it may seem reckless. And I'm not telling you to go wing your final exams because some things need preparation no matter what. Like today. Today needed preparation. That's why winging it is an art. But it is also salt. Only add to taste. Thank you.